Couch Co-op is full of douchebags. Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op.
Hello, couch co-opers, couch potatoes, and couch codependents. This is the Couch Co-op Show, and I am Ian. Here to wish you all a happy new year. Happy 2026 from the couch, from our couch to yours. Yeah, this is going to be, this week I gave everyone, the week off. So, though I did task them with doing their own podcast this week for, just to see if they do it. Maybe Crom would give them points, but there's no promise with that. Crom can't be bothered. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. Happy 2026. This is kind of a podcast to start the year. Kind of, let everyone know where we're at. We're last episode was 475, our Game of the Year episode. And we have 25 episodes left as we move to our final episode, episode 500. Very excited. Feels like it's coming. Like 25 episodes is short, but it's also like it feels like a long ways away still, because that's like June. We still got like 6 months, I guess, of episodes to record. And so I'm taking, well, I gave them the week off. We ain't going to stop with the podcast. We're going to knock them out. We're going to keep going. So this is episode, 476. And this is going to be a episode where it's kind of a companion piece to our Game of the Year episode as the couch. Because a lot of the guys don't play a lot of games in we kind of talked about it on the previous episode, but a lot of the guys don't play a lot of the games from 2025, didn't play a lot of games from 2025. We kind of have it all over the mess, what you played in 2025, favorite games of the year kind of thing. I thought I would go through and list the top 10 games, my top 10 list of 2025 that are 2025 games that I have played and beaten. So I thought I'd come back, and do that and have a bit more well-rounded 2025 episode as we move into 2026. If anyone cares, it's content, whatever. We do what we do. But for fun, for shits and giggles, I mean, we're not going to penalize anyone for not being here, but we might as well spin the wheel of pain just to see what happens, just to see. What is that? Buy, try, or die. Dave would have gone. And there you go. Yeah, but we're not going to do anything. There's no one's here. We're not going to penalize anyone for no points. I could give points, but Dave's in a position of having points, so Crom does not feel generous today. Yes. Oh, yes. So much fun. The Wheel of Pain. It should end. I hope you guys are strapped in for the long haul of the Wheel of Pain. I mean, you got 25 episodes of this, 24 after this episode, of just wonderful greatness of the Wheel of Pain and Crom torturing the guys, mainly Jared. Anyway, so yeah, Happy New Year. What'd you guys get up to? Anything exciting? You party? We were gonna go party, my wife and I, and then we said, we're old, let's just stay home. And that's what we did. We stayed home and played video games together. It was very nice. It was actually it was a couch co-op New Year's Eve with champagne and video games. It was very nice. Yeah, I mean, I know some of the guys on the couch had a pretty aggressive and awful 2025. Mine was pretty good. I don't have any complaints. I'm hoping for the same, just low-key, good time. I'm not asking for a lot, and I don't want awful. I just want to go through the middle and have fun with my bros, enjoy my family, keep on living, drink a beer. I am happy, I will say, at the closing of 2025. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, those that you still listen, that the drunken episodes have tapered off quite a bit. I have managed to rein in my just alcohol consumption as a whole. So this is not really a New Year's resolution, and it was never a plan really from the beginning. I just kind of got tired of it. I think I just kind of tapped out a little bit. So not that I'm some of it just doesn't, getting old. I think my body's just stop doing this to me. So it's just thought I'd listen. So that's kind of where I'm at. But, I'm not going to say that the occasional drunk episode will not creep in these last 25 episodes. I cannot promise that. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. Some of you are listening for the first time. This is the Couch Co-op Show. We're a video game podcast, show, combination of the both. I mean, you can watch us on YouTube.com. You can also watch us on Spotify. You can find us as a podcast on all the podcasting platforms. Yeah, we're reeling it in. We're, as I mentioned, we're going to come to an end at 500. Why, you ask? I just feel like it's time. What more is? I mean, everyone has a podcast. There's too many opinions. You guys don't need mine anymore. Or us, or any of us. We can just say what we say on our own, and that's just as good. Also, ever since COVID and everyone got a podcast, our numbers dived quite a bit. I guess people just don't, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I just don't think people need to. I don't think there needs to be a million podcasts anymore. It's just not that interesting. So then why go to 500? Why not just quit? It's 500's a cool number. It's something to be proud of. My OCD kind of likes the fact that we're stopping at 500. I'm okay with that. And we have Dave and I, and recently Jared has joined us on what we call the Couch Co-op 500, which is a little rally thing we do in our car, our little beater gambler car. And so it's just kind of I don't know, it's like synergy. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it does to me in my brain. And so I like that. I like that we're marching down. I like that we're playing this little Wheel of Pain game. Then we're going to send us off. And that's it. No more fucking podcasts, because they're fucking brain rot. Any of you who think that podcasts are awful and rot your brain and don't get it, it's 6'7". That's the definition. 6'7", white guys doing podcast, rotting your brain. That's basically it. Okay. So, what are we doing? We're doing the top 10. My top 10 games of the year. Before I get to that list, I have a couple other games I want to talk about. Sorry, I should be professional and pull it up on my phone so I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right, games of the year. Here's my top 10. And then I have, 2025 was interesting. Played a lot of games. But there were 2 games that were my kind of always playing, or my comfort, or my like daily workout games, or the things I go back to that are older games that one I go back to all the time, and I've been playing consistently since it dropped. And that's Gran Turismo 7. It did happen to have a DLC drop in December, which is cool. So it gave me added reason to keep playing, but I play anyway. I just enjoy that game. I love racing. I love cars. It's just a fun game. I drop in, an hour or so a day, every other day. I don't know how often I'll do the weekly challenges, and then I'll like wait, and then I'll come back and do the weekly challenges. It only takes me like 2 days to do the weekly challenges. So it's not like I don't do, so like maybe like during the week, I'll spend a couple hours a week in Gran Turismo, but I always go back to it. I'm always playing it, and I put in again close to 60 hours in the game this past year, just doing those things, just kind of racing and doing that stuff. And it's a game I love, and it's not on my top 10 because it's not a game it wasn't, obviously didn't release in 2025, but it's a game that I love. I played a lot of, will always play a lot of. It'll probably be this type of game, in 2026. But I just want to give a little shout out and love to that game. It's great. And the fact that they released a huge update and DLC this year, super awesome. Really, really appreciated that. Super cool. The other game I want to kind of give an honorable mention to is, I don't know. There was a period or a doldrum of time or just games that weren't interesting to me. And for some reason, I had played it when it released for like 5 or 6 hours. Sorry, I'll say I played it for 6-7 hours. That was the First Descendant, which is basically a free-to-play kind of gotcha game, kind of third-person looter shooter, but it's like, it's want to get money out of you is crazy. It's also a very sexy game. Anyway, for some reason, I download. It was back when we were doing the free-to-play stuff. Actually, for me, it was before that. And then it's what created the whole free-to-play thing, because I had started spending so much time in the game. And so First Descendant, let's see, I think I currently so of the 6-7 hours I put into the originally First Descendant, I added another 80 hours I played that game this past year in 2025. I just it was like just perfect, just chill, mindless shooting and looting, and slightly pervy girls running around half naked, things that this gamer tends to like. So yeah, I put a lot of time into that game for some reason, and it deserves a mention because I put more time into that game than a lot of the games I really liked this year. So I just wanted to shout that out. I like that game. It has egregious microtransactions, and trying to get you to buy stuff is pretty, but the game itself somewhere in there is like a kind of a cool game. And so weird. It's very weird. So conflicted, but it needs to be mentioned that I enjoyed it and I put a lot of time into it. So that's my 2, as Gran Turismo 7 and the First Ascendant. Not eligible for 2025, but I played a lot of them this year. Some other games I want to mention that aren't going to make my list from 2025. Arc Raiders. Listen, I played the beta, didn't like it. I know Jason has tried to convince the group to get in on this game. I don't think I care. And I just don't. I'm kind of getting tired of shooters in general. So there's just kind of a. I mean, it's. I don't know. It wasn't enough for me to pull me in. So that one doesn't make it. Blueprints. I know this is Brad's. We had him on the show. Talked about Blueprints. I know a lot of the other guys really dug the game. Just not my jam. I think I put 2-3 hours into it, and I was just I'm not a puzzle guy. It's just, I guess I get it, but at the same time, it's it's just missed. I don't know. It's just Riven. Like I don't care. Like when you go back and play those type of games, I don't know. I don't know. Not my thing. I tried it. Not into it. And then another game that didn't get any love. I want to give some love, but at the same time, so I loved the first Tales of Iron. And the game's narrated by the voice actor that does Geralt in The Witcher. And it's really cool. The first one I loved. I platinumed. I beat it. And the second one came out in the beginning of this year in January. And I think I picked it up like in over spring break or something. I didn't realize it had come out. Anyway, it still has the same feel, but they changed the combat quite a bit. They added some stuff, and it just seems a lot harder. And there's a bit of a wall, and I couldn't get into it. I only played it for a couple hours, and so that one didn't make my list either. But that's not one I really would think that people would think would make my list because no one talked about it, so it wasn't a big deal. It's not like Blueprints or Arc Raiders. Also, I didn't play Clair Obscur, so that's not on my list. Certain games I just wasn't interested in. And without further ado, I'll take a drink of beer. And we'll get underway. Number 10, Borderlands 4. Now, I kind of talked slightly negative about the game on previous podcasts. Not negative. I just think it's kind of come to its end. But I think that's mostly kind of... I think there just needs to be a rethink of the game. But the game itself is still really fun. Like, just running around shooting things, doing mindless little tasks. The campaign is still questionable. It wasn't that great, but the game with friends, the game just running around, it has the open world was great. Just a lot of great weapons, a lot of funny jokes in the quests. So I still really enjoyed it. I still sunk nearly 50 hours into the game. And I would still run around in the world and shoot stuff. So I'm still open to playing it after I beat it after I beat the campaign. So yeah, Borderlands 4 is my number 10. I had something else I wanted to say and totally. Oh, I wanted to say this. Like, in my 50 hours of playing the game, I only had it crash once, and I had no issues other than that. That one crash in 50 hours, and I think it was a network error. So I don't know if it was actually the game or what, but all this talk, I mean, I know the PC thing was struggling, but then they also said the console version was struggling. It's like, I never experienced that, and I'm running it bells and whistles, like on console, but I didn't have any issues with it, so I don't know. The games journalism is such trash these days, hence so many podcasts, and then so many podcasts just make everything trashy. So there you go. All right, number 9, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Was really looking forward to this. Really excited. I loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Cosmic Invasion is just more of that. But I just feel like the having all those characters at your fingertips at the beginning, and then having them play all very differently, and was really awesome and very eclectic kind of list of characters. If you think about it, you don't see a lot of those certain of those characters like Cosmic. Ghost Rider, you don't see that in video games, so that was pretty cool. Campaign was pretty short, but I look forward to... Here's the other thing. It'd probably be a better game if I played it couch co-op with some friends. I'm still hoping to have people over on my couch to play it together on the couch and do the couch thing, get drunk, and play Marvel Cosmic Invasion. So my playtime with that isn't finished either. Like, a lot of these games are like, oh, I'm going to keep playing it as long as I have someone to play it with. It's all reminiscent on that. But I do have hopefully we'll get some of the guys and we'll play it. And I think there's still a lot of fun to be had. But just, my initial run through of the game, really awesome. Music's cool. It looks awesome. Played it on normal difficulty, not super hard. But maybe I'll crank it up on hard when we have co-op friends playing it. But yeah, super cool. Kind of excited to see what kind of DLC character life it has, because Ninja Turtles had a pretty huge, roster of DLC characters and stuff. So interested to see what they add to the game. But yeah, that was my number 9. That's Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Number 8. So number 8, last minute snuck in. Hadn't played it. I know it was released kind of towards the beginning of the year. But like I said, my wife and I, we played it over New Year's Eve, but my wife and I, we bought it after Christmas night. We were just kind of hanging after dinner. It's like, oh, we should do something. It's like, oh, let's buy Split Fiction. And, super fun game to play with the wife. We had been playing that. Super inventive. A lot of crazy, third person, 2D, isometric, all kinds of moving around. I'm sure if you're familiar with these games, or like It Takes Two, last year's game of the year, a couple years ago, I guess, at this point. But yeah, Split Fiction, these two characters are writers. They get screwed over by the big corporation and sucked into this machine, and their ideas kind of merge into this like video game, and you're playing through them, and it's pretty awesome. And you get stuck on something, but it's not super hard, but it can be hard, but it's pretty forgiving in the lives they do. And I can totally see why it was nominated for Game of the Year, but I can see why it also didn't win. It's like everything you've ever played in your life in a game. It's kind of like the greatest hits of everything you've ever played. It's kind of wild. It's pretty cool. It's pretty special. And how well it all works in co-op, and the fact that it has to be played in co-op is pretty special and cool. So yeah, that's my number 8, Split Fiction. Totally worth playing. Totally check it out. I couldn't recommend that more. Yeah, you're gonna have laughs, you're gonna have some arguments, you're gonna have it all. It's great. It's super cool. So totally worth it. Yeah. All right. This next one. So this next one's kind of a joke. I'm putting it at 6-7. Ha ha ha. See, I'm with the kids. The kids get me. They vibe with me. 6-7, baby. Not really. I joke. It just happened to be this way. But this is also the other joke that I've already done to death on the show. And so at number 6-7 is Ghost Assassin Shadows of the Yote. This is basically Ghost of Yote and Assassin's Creed Shadows. I think these games are interchangeable. I did play one more than the other. I played Assassin's Creed more than the other. It is a way bigger game than Ghost of Yote. But I feel like they're really, they have strengths and weaknesses, and they alternate in those things. Like, I've talked about it a lot on the show already, so you can go back and listen to the show. But that's kind of where I've decided that these two games, they exist in the 6-7, and it's funny how that works. And they're both samurai ninja games where you kill people, and you're a little girl whose family's murdered, and you have to kill all of the masked evil to put it to rest. And I have issues with both games. I love both games. Yeah, it's just and I don't trust no one that says Ghost of Yote is Game of the Year, and don't trust anyone that says Assassin's Creed Shadows is trash. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. They're both solid 8s, and they exist in that same plane. And if you want to write me, come at me. That's clarkages@gmail.com. All right. Number 5. Yes, I can't wait to talk about this one because I didn't. It's okay. Number 5 is Monster Hunter Wilds. And what a weird journey I have had with this game. What a weird journey. So I bought it on release with Jared. We played a lot together at the very beginning. Like I played not quite 20 hours, and him and I played a lot of those hours together. And then I just stopped. I just dropped off, and it just lost interest. Like, I don't know why. It just didn't sound fun after that. Like, I don't know what it was. And Jared went on to keep playing, and he he's put fucking almost 200 hours in probably at this point. And I just didn't vibe with the game. And so the whole year went by. Me playing other things and getting into other stuff. Playing other games, enjoying other games, putting time into fucking First Descendant. You know, why did I do that? I could have put it into fucking... Anyway. So at the end of the year, December rolls around. I'm done with all the games I was going to play. And it's like, I feel guilty that I didn't really put the time in with Monster Hunter Wilds. So I go back to it. I don't know what fucking changed. My mentality, I have no idea. But it has sucked me back in. It is wild. I have, in the last week, I think it's when I started, I've put 30 hours into the game. I beat the game. Now I'm grinding to get to Hunter rank 100. Who knows, even further maybe. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm in it. The game is structured. It's really weird. Maybe that's part of it. I just wasn't... Like, there's a lot of arguments about like how the campaign is really just a tutorial. And I feel that, and I wish it moved along faster. Because I feel like they do this thing of like gate your XP until you hit a milestone. Then once you hit that milestone, it gives you all that XP back. It's really weird. And then even after you beat the game, there's still more tutorial because you haven't really beat the game. So I don't know why they roll the credits. Like I would have just shortened that, or it's wild that in the whole campaign you don't get any side quests, but as soon as you roll credits, you get your first side quest. Like, I don't understand what they're trying to do there. I feel like it could have been done way better, but at the core of all that mess, there is an awesome game. There is this fucking awesome, like, the monsters are fun to fight. They're all different. There's some really cool armors. I still argue that there's not enough variant. Like, I don't know. Some of it, like, some of the, I don't know. A lot of the designs are the same. They just have different looks, but it's like there are some different ones now, quite a bit more, but they're not the kind of different I like. And if you know me, you guys all know you're screaming it into your black mirrors. You know, it's not pervy enough, right, Ian? It's like, there is that. You know, Ian wants a little more skin, a little less armor. But hey, I got it. I figured it out. I got what's going on. I got what's working for me. I just, you know, some of the stuff is just goofy as fuck. It's like, why? But that's neither here nor there. I have that complaint with a lot of games. But the battling, I will say, trying to fucking play with friends is awful still. Like, how do other games do it so easily, and then this game cannot fucking do it to save its life? I don't know. Anyway, all that to say, the production, the music, it's wild too. Like the hub in Monster Hunter Worlds, you would go to and there would be nothing there. It's just like, what's the point of the hub in Monster Hunter Worlds? Well, they figured out what the fucking point of the hub is, because in Monster Hunter Wilds, it's just, there's so much shit going on constantly. There's games, there's music, there's fireworks. Everyone seems to be populating it. Very smart, very more exciting. Yeah, it's kind of like, I figure like that's what they wanted Worlds to be, and it's happening in Wilds. But really exciting, really digging the game. still plan to spend a lot more time in it. It's the one thing that it's kind of a forever game right now. It's like one of those games I play. It's funny. I wake up and I have a list of workout games. I get on. It's funny. Yeah, you get up in the morning and you work out. Yeah, I get up in the morning and I check First Ascendant. I check Gran Turismo. Hop into Skate, and then when I'm gonna do a long session, it's Monster Hunter World right now. So like that's like my workout routine. That's what it's been like over vacation. It's just such a funny, bizarre thing that I do. But that's video games, and that's what That's what you do when you're addicted, I guess, right, guys? Right? You're all addicted. You do it too. You have games you like just log into, get the dailies, do your little daily, weekly missions, pop out, then you play your main game, right? I'm not the only one. Anyway, that's Monster Hunter Wilds, number 5 of my Game of the Year list. All right, so far it's all been big budget AAA titles. It's time to give it to an indie. My number 4 game of 2025 is Ball Pit, or Ball X Pit. Everyone calls it, I think it's just called Ball Pit, but if you have not played Ball Pit, I think this is a brilliant fucking game. I got addicted to this. I put 35 hours into it. I could probably add it to my workout list if I wanted to, but I don't really feel like I need, like I beat the game. I don't really feel like I need to platinum it. But if I wanted to, I guess I could add it to. Anyway, it's a great game. It's like Breakout and Pinball and Space Invaders all smashed up into one. And I don't know. It's a brilliant game. If you haven't checked it out yet, Ball Pit. It was cheap. I think it was like $14.99. It's got to be on sale somewhere. It's a must-have. It's so good. It's so like addicting, and just one more run, and then it has this other. A lot of people, I've heard a lot of criticisms around the town building pinball aspect of the game. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a great way to upgrade your stuff. I think it's super fun. I was addicted to that just as much as the other thing, and building your town and building your upgrades through that. I thought that was great. I don't understand. These two cool mechanics smashed together. I mean, 20 million mechanics smashed together. I don't know. I thought brilliant game. Super cool. This has really been a strong year for indie games. And Ball Pit, man. Just all the, you have different characters that shoot different balls, and all balls have different like little abilities, and just thinking about it. Yeah, great. Super cool. Loved it. So that's Ball Pit. I think it's available on everything. Super cool. Check it out. That's my number 4. Now we're getting into territory you guys already know if you listen to the podcast. We're at the top 3. I won't spend too much time talking about these games, I think. But first, I need another beer. So good. Spill the beans on the table, I always say. All right. Number 3. It hasn't changed. Still Skate Story. Skate Story is an awesome game. Another independent game. Sam Ing. I don't really have anything new to add to this. But the art is cool. Gameplay is fun. Music, art, visually, it's just such a piece of art. It has to be experienced. Like, I had to play it all. It's just something, like, the story is so weird and bizarre, and it's like a visual poem, and I don't know. It's just great. I really enjoyed it. really kind of refreshing at the end of the year when you're kind of getting burnt out of like shooting shit and hack and slashing shit. It's weird that another skateboard game would get my attention. I played so much skateboarding this year. It's fucking wild. Yeah. So, Skate Story, really, really loved it. That's my number 3 game of 2025. Number 2 is the other skateboarding game. I get it, little contention, early access game, but I think this is the proper release of this game. I think this game is in probably pretty good working order. I'm interested to see where they take it, but that's Skate early access. At this point, I put like 62 hours into the game. I think on the episode I was like at 50 something. I love this game, dude. So everything I said on that episode. Something I do want to talk about. I don't know if I've mentioned it on the other episode, or on any other episodes, is this idea that it's a great game, but it doesn't get skate culture. And I love all these games journalists who don't skateboard that know what skate culture is. I find that wild, for one. Then I find it wild that gamers that don't really skateboard questioning skate culture. So you're knocking something that you don't really know what it is or have a part in. Now, I also don't skate. I don't know what skate culture is. I've not really been a part of skate culture. I will say this about skate culture, just as my take on it, is it takes the culture that they are in and then makes it their own. That is we take what we have, we take these staircases, these corporate offices, whatever it is, and then we make it our own. We take it and we make, So, yes, EA, this big corpo, game developer, publisher, made this skate game. Right? But it's what we do with it. It's how we handle it. Do the characters look goofy? Yeah, but I still feel like I'm finding a way through all the weird design stuff that I'm making the game what I would like to think of skate culture. What I think it would be. And then the fact that they say, so that we'll table that for a second. Then they say, well, what? You're telling me that Tony Hawk Pro Skater is skate culture? It's goofy ass stupid shit. It's like how. I don't really care. I don't know why I get worked up about it. I'm just saying people need to fucking table their opinions. Like, who cares? Go have fun. Like, I play that game. There's so many people playing that game, I think. I don't know what the numbers are, but like I go in there and I skate around a park. I do challenges. Or I just fuck around. I'm just like I'm trying to do one trick over and over again, trying to get it. And I'm like, I think my fucking controller's broken. I should be able to do this trick. All that kind of shit. But if I just sit back and watch over the park, there are so many people skating in the game. It's wild. It's cool. I think that's awesome. And none of us are playing together. But it is still like an MMO free-to-play skating game that runs really well. Like, I have no issues with it. It is... I hope this game lives. There's so many things I would like to see in the game, like a day-night cycle. I think EA should say, fuck it. If you're going to be a corpo fucking ass game, fucking put Battlefield ads on your billboards. You have actual billboards. Fucking advertise actual EA games. Like, who cares? I don't need the fake, like, edgy, like, let's just make it that. I don't know. I think, man, I would love to come on board, be a creative director on this, or a creative consultant on this game. I'm not a skateboarder, but I'm a video game skateboarder. And I'm not a very good one. I'm an amateur. I'm a pro amateur. I'll say that. I'm not like I can do some of the pro stuff, but man, some stuff is gnarly and I just I can't do it. Or maybe just my controller is broken, But I love skate. I'm going to be playing skate for a very long time. I hope they support the game for a very long time. I'm with it. I think it's cool. Make it a little sexier though, EA. Even Fortnite's a little bit sexy. Anyway. And number 1 is Death Stranding. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I don't think there needs to be more said about that game. I mean, that was obviously Dave and I both like that game. I think Jared's playing it right now. It was the couch co-op game of the year since it's the only game from last year that 2 people played. So it was a very easy win. Kojima, look forward to what he's doing. Well, I actually don't really care about, what is it, OD. Like, I'm not in a horror game guy. So I doubt I'll play I'm not into that kind of stuff, so I doubt I'll play it. But, whatever. I look forward to the marketing campaign of whatever that is. I'm sure that'll be interesting. But yeah, that is my top 10 games of 2025, a little more drawn out companion piece to the last episode, since I know there weren't a lot of games from 2025 mentioned in that episode. I think that's it. Let me sip and think. Let me sip and let me think. Let me sip and think. Yeah, that's it. I will do a couch co-optional really quick. I don't know what it is, but over this break, I've gotten back into Rhett and Link. Good Mythical Morning. I've been watching some of their stuff and just kind of like, in the morning I'll drink my tea or eat lunch and I'll watch some episodes. And then they're still really funny, but and the content's fun. But I started watching one of their series called Wonder Hole. Holy shit, man. What is this show? I've kind of fallen in love with that show. It starts out as like one of their episodes and then it turns into like this narrative weirdness, and it's fun to watch, and it's fun to kind of guess where the show is going to take the turn, because it always opens like, oh yeah, it's just this, and then it just turns into something totally different, and it's super fun and creative. And I guess they have 2 seasons. I hope they get a third. I'd love to see where these guys go with that. But yeah, that's Wonder Hole. It's on YouTube. I don't know if it's on. I know they have a deal with some channel and they have some shows on something, but I don't know if Wonder Hole is one of those shows. I think that might just be a YouTube show. But yeah, it's just a, like, the whole one about the religion, the hotel. They go to review the hotel and then it's a religion. It's a fucking wild episode, dude. And then it doesn't end the way I think it does. I thought it was. It was a trip. It was like a half-hour trip. I was just like, what the fuck? Oh, what? Huh? No, what? Yeah, it was. I posted it in our group's Discord. I don't think any of them watched it, but yeah, super trippy, super interesting. Wonder Hole. It's my couch co-optional. And then we'll get out of here. I want to thank. It's a new year. I want to thank the boys for last year. They did a great job. Jared, Dave, Aaron, Nick, and Scott. Appreciate them all for being on the couch. And I look forward to our remaining episodes in 2026 as we move to 500. I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm sure we'll do some other fun episodes. I think next we'll probably do our coming up in 2026. I don't know. We'll see. I'm always trying to think of ways to do different things, but then we got to create content, so then it's hard. So I was like, so that'll probably just be, kind of one of the run-of-the-mill episodes. But, yeah, that'll probably come up next. Anyway, I want to appreciate those guys for all that they do. I am curious. I mean, maybe they'll record their own episode. So, my hope is that Sunday night they get on and record their own episode. I don't know what it would be. Like, just blind, but that was an option, and I bet none of them do it. So we'll see where it goes. So don't be expecting that, because it might not be coming. Again, we're the Couch Co-op Show. We're on all the podcasting platforms. You can also find us on Spotify if you watch the video. If you like video, Spotify does the video version, but the best place usually is YouTube. Over at YouTube. YouTube.com/Milkman Pictures, where you can find all of the Couch Co-op stuff. You got Couch Co-op Show, you got the Couch Co-op, the new Couch Co-op, which is like kind of our adventures out in the real world, our adventures touching grass. You also have Couch Co-op, our beer episodes that where we review beer. You have Milkman Drinks a Beer, where I just drink a beer quietly and then review it at the end. We also have, I'm a filmmaker, and there's a lot of my filmmaking stuff. So that's youtube.com/Milkman Pictures. And yeah, you can get all kinds of fun, cool content over there. And with that, I already thanked everybody. I want to thank you for listening or watching. Wow, I'm watching this playlist on like it must be, if you're watching this, you must be like, what is going on? There used to be this episode, there used to be this thing on streaming, but I did stream it, but anyway, I was always looking for my friend Justin in Gran Turismo or in Grand Theft Auto. I was like, where's Justin? And I would just drive around and asking people, is Justin here? And anyway, it's stupid, dumb joke. But for some reason, I'm getting a lap dance in my apartment in Grand Theft Auto right now. Yeah. And on that note, I want to remind you all, listen, I know we're not always excellent to each other. Sometimes we can be awful to each other. Sometimes we think we're being excellent and we're not excellent. But the important thing is that you try to be excellent. That you try. You try to be the best person. You try to be understanding. And so all I'm asking you is to try and remember to be excellent to each other. For Couch Co-op, I'm reminding you, please, again, be excellent to each other. Wild.